Let's see what happens in the run game. Just like that, guys. That is the enforcer at work.
No, I'm about to go in. Told me that I couldn't do it, but I gotta bring it back. So they're really numb with it. Let's go. Tell me where you're from, where you stay. Now I keep it lit from the coast to the bay. Peace on the right.
If you guys are looking to buy the cheapest and most reliable Madden coins on the market, head over to buymaddencoins.com. They guarantee a 5-minute delivery on all purchases and offer 24/7 customer support. Use code MAZE at checkout for 10% off. So I forgot to do the best and worst comment of the day before recording the video, so I'm doing it after the fact. That's why my face is not in it. But the best comment of the day goes to JuiceCup14. He said, Tiffany's a lucky girl. I wish May's cute ass would hold me in his arms like that and date me. No homo. Don't worry, Juice Cup, that is definitely not homo. And the worst comment of the day goes to Hunter B. He says, I hope you don't plan on keeping that chick long term. Really hot chicks make terrible wives and mothers. Been there. I'm sure you have, Hunter. I'm sure you have. Boys, what we got here is an Aloha Sculpin Hazy IPA, courtesy of my roommate Foster Sutton. Foster, if you're watching this one's for you. Cheers. But do not fear, boys. We also got the chocolate milk still. I didn't forget about that. We got a whole lot of liquid on this channel. That's gonna feel real nice in my stomach. But anyways, the whole point of this video, as I'm sure you can tell by the title, is basically the only tip video you can really make in Madden right now. This is a tip video, the first one I've made in a while, and it's gonna be run defense. Now, lucky for you guys, I have done a little bit of film study, and on top of that, I've matched up with some of the best players in the world during Weekend League, and because of that, I figured out, at least somewhat, what the best players in the world, all the pro players, are using as their run defense. Now, the one we're going over specifically today is what Drip or Drown 1983 is using. This man's name is Henry. He placed second at the Madden Classic. He, in my opinion, was the best player there by far. He's the only player to go 100-0 on the PlayStation 4 leaderboards for the month of September Weekend League. So he's undefeated, 100-0. And lucky me, I matched up with him this past weekend. Now, while it might have been an automatic L for me, yes, I did lose. I got my cheeks taken. Henry, if you're watching this, you took my goddamn cheeks. So I'm going to show some clips of the run defense right now and him playing at the Madden Classic. Second place, only to Serious Mo. Now, in my opinion, Henry was by far the best Madden player at that tournament. He's the only one to give Serious Mo an L, and the only reason I think Serious Mo won is because of the stupid ass abilities. I'll show you a clip right now. Sorry, Serious Mo. Also, if you're watching this, I don't think you will be, but sorry if you're watching this. I think Henry should have won that game. Show the clip now. Throughout the game, Henry stopped the run better than most people, but the abilities got the best of him, and the abilities are going to get the best of everybody, okay? If you're playing this game, Madden 20, you can't expect to completely shut down the run every time, because sometimes they're going to armbar you, sometimes they're going to break tackles, sometimes they're going to run your O-lineman and somehow break through, but at the end of the day, all you can do is contain the run as best as possible, and if you have a solid offense and you can contain the run better than the next guy, more often than not, you're going to win games. So like I said, let's break down those clips once again. Let's look at what Henry was doing. He was running edge blitz out of 3-4. If you look at his recent plays, they're all edge blitz. I played him this past weekend. Like I said, he ran edge blitz every time I was in an I form, every time I was in single back, anytime I was under center, which is mostly means I'm going to run the ball. He is in edge blitz. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go into practice mode. I'm going to play against the Cowboys. I'm going to play against the Cowboys, and on defense, I'm going to be a team with Enforcer. Now, I believe the Vikings have Enforcer on Harrison Smith, so I'm going to choose them. The reason I'm playing as the Vikings is because this is a critical part of run defense in Madden this year, and it's the way to counter abilities like Bruiser, Armbar, all those things, Jukebox even, and that's to have the ability Enforcer. Now, Harrison Smith, the strong safety for the Vikings, does have Enforcer. Now, what Enforcer does is it basically makes the computer, when you're not user controlling him, automatically go for hit sticks, and the hit sticks always connect, and there should never be a broken tackle. So that is the best way to ensure that your guy does not get stiff-armed with the Yu-Gi-Oh ability into the depths of hell by Ezekiel Elliott. Now, like I said, we're using the play Edge Blitz 1. That is going to be at the bottom of your 3-4 odd, right above cover 4 drop show 2. And now, before we actually get into that play, I'm going to tell you why this is such a magical play. So if we look at something like just a regular cover 3, okay? So I'm going to choose a cover 3, and I'm just going to choose a random play. And then we're going to look at this cover 3 here. And if you want to look at the run fits, how the fuck do I look at run fits? You're gonna see all the people involved in the run game, okay? So square, you're gonna see the force defender on the left is that cornerback, and then the force defender on the right is that linebacker who's down on the line, and then you see the safety in the middle, and Rhodes and Trey Waynes are all not involved in the run game. So those are the deep blues out there. They're not playing the run whatsoever. Well, next I'm gonna go to cover 2, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in cover 2. So looking at a cover 2 instead of a cover 3, once again, if you look at the run fits, the deep blues are not in the run game at all. The force defender on the left is a corner, force defender if it's to the run to the right is the corner once again. And then if you look, the deep blues are not in the run game whatsoever. Okay, so when we run the ball, let's see what happens. You see those safeties took a long time to come down. Looking at instant replay, when the ball is hiked, all the players involved in the run games and the run fits immediately fit to the spots that they're supposed to be. You see the corners come in and try to make a play. Trey Waynes immediately runs downhill. But the safeties who are not in the run game, as the ball is hiked, start backing up. By the time they break and meet the ball carrier, it's 10 yards downfield. So those aren't very good run defenses simply because they have a lot of guys who aren't playing the run. Cover 2 is better than a cover 3 because in a cover 2, there's only 2 guys not playing the run. In a cover 3, there are 3 guys not playing the run. Now you might say, why is that relevant to this video? Because when you run a cover 2, you have 9 people in the run game. When you run a cover 3, you have 9 people, or 8 people in the run game, excuse me. When you run a cover 4, which I can't audible to, you still have 9 people in the run game. Now, the great thing about this Edge Blitz, and I'm going to tell you how to run it online for the maximum effectiveness. First of all, whoever you have on your team that has Enforcer, Pat Tillman right now is one of the only safeties in the game that has it. The other one is going to be Landon Collins, who just got released. But you want to put Harrison Smith, or whoever you have that has Enforcer, probably going to be Pat Tillman online. And you're going to move him up here to the free safety position. If you can run him at strong safety still, and then just flip the play when you're online if you want. Whatever, just get him to be the zone that's at the top, the blue zone here. That's where you want Harrison Smith, in that blue zone right there. So we're going to call Edge Blitz, and then we're going to go to play type, inside handoff, or actually I'm just gonna do any random run, just any random run. Now if you look at this Edge Blitz here, you got Harrison Smith at this deep zone here. This is probably gonna be Pat Tillman for you, or Landon Collins, or whoever you have that has Enforcer on them. And then if that's your user, and then you're gonna look at the run fits, you see we got 8 guys in the run game right now, which isn't better than any other. However, you got your corners on the outside manned up, and they're not going to play the run great like if they were actually in the run game or blitzing or something, but they are going to play the run better than if they were in a deep zone or something like that. And always, if your opponents are running every single play, you can manually just blitz those guys and get them involved in the run game. But we're just going to run the play stock and see how it plays. So we had solid guys at the ball. They're not amazing, but what you're going to do here, and I'm going to tell you guys how to do this to maximum effectiveness. These are the adjustments that everyone is making online. Sorry, I did not mean to run a play there, but these are the adjustments that everyone was making online, okay? What you're going to do is pinch your line, spread your linebackers, press, and that's basically it. Now, if this dude is running crazy, you can blitz all your linebackers, QB contain, just like that. And then Harrison Smith is going to be your user, and how Enforcer works, like I said, it's going to be an automatic hit stick by the computer. You're going to run him in the direction of the ball carrier and just click off. And then Harrison Smith, Pat Tillman, Landon Collins, whoever it is, they're going to do the work for you. So let's run the play here. Click off. You see we got crazy sheds. We got him in the backfield. That is against just a random run. We're going to run more time just for good measure. Taking forever to run this damn play. Another gain of like 1, 0, -1. I don't really know. We stopped him in the backfield. So again, pinch line, spread linebackers, press, blitz all your linebackers, QB contain. Now to do all that, this is the way I do it. Just use the D-pad. This is the fast way to do it. You can do it in literally 3 seconds. You start on the left D-pad and you just go left, down, right, up in a circle. Okay, so left down is gonna pinch your line, right up is gonna spread your linebacker. You just do it in a circle. It's fast. You gotta start on the left one. For you guys, it might be flipped in the camera, but if you do it fast, I just did that. That just did it in like literally 1 second. And then from there, you can QB contain. And this is without blitzing on my linebackers. You saw that. I clicked off. We're going to show you the replay right now. I'm going to show you that replay. So I was Harrison Smith. And again, this guy has enforcer. Okay? So I am controlling him. I saw it's a run. I ran down. And right here, you see where the blue goes off? I clicked off. So I am now no longer controlling him at all. This is all the computer. He runs through the hole, shoots the gap, hit sticks him, stops him at the line of scrimmage, gain of 0. There's no chance of being armbarred. There's no chance of being juked or anything like that. He's going to make that tackle. Enforcer is great, and these are ways you're going to be able to get one-on-one situations to utilize Enforcer to the best of your ability, okay? Now, like I said, you can blitz your linebackers for added effects. So again, you can do the circle of death. That's what I'm going to call it. The circle of death on your D-pad. Okay, circle of death really quick. And you can blitz all your linebackers and QB contain. From there, you can also press. Sorry, I forgot to say press also. Let's watch the run. Another gain of 0. Another gain of 0. I'm going to run one more run play, and then I'm going to go into what happens if they decide to pass. Look at that, guys. We're getting in the backfield. There's a loss of like 4 or 5. Now, if they decide to pass the ball, which is not very likely if they're in an I form or something like that, but they might. What you want to do is circle of death, press, blitz linebackers, QB contain. That's what it's going to look like. Now, if you look at, you still have 3 cornerbacks in man coverage. You still have a user on the field. Now, let me ask you a question. If they are in I form, is the fullback a big threat in this formation for passing? No, he's not. Is the running back? Not really. All you really got to worry about is the tight ends, maybe a couple wide receivers if they're out there, but those guys are going to be manned up. Now, the thing that you have going for you is you have 7 guys blitzing on the field. So, if he wants to not have to get rid of the ball in 0.1 seconds, he's going to have to block extra people to block this blitz. If he blocks extra people, there's less people running on routes. If he blocks a tight end or 2, which he's probably going to have to block 2, he's going to have 1 guy running a route, all right? Now, your only fear really is getting beat over the top. A glitch out there that people are doing, it's not a glitch, but it kind of is a glitch, is if they have the ability, streak specialist on a wide receiver like Randy Moss, Torrey Holt, and you have a guy pressing or on man coverage, they're going to get burned over the top on a streak. So that's something you got to watch out for with your user. So once again, you guys, like I said, in Madden 20, you cannot hope to contain the run every time. Just stop it as best as possible. So again, I'm pinching my line, spreading my linebackers, blitzing all my linebackers, QB containing, and using this enforcer up here. And also don't forget to press if you want. Let's see what happens in the run game. Just like that, guys. That is the enforcer at work. I'll do a replay one time before we go. And if they're running the ball every time, guys, and you have enforcer, you're gonna get a ton of fumbles. So again, saw as a run play, I ran with my enforcer. I clicked off right there. I wasn't even behind the line of scrimmage. I just ran him in the right direction. Clicked off. He fits the hole and absolutely lays the shit out of Zeke. That's going to make your opponent stop running, I promise. But anyways, guys, I hope this helped you out. This is the run defense that the pro players are running. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Stop by the stream if you want to give some comments as to what I should be posting videos. I've been streaming lately, twitch.tv/Mazomatic. Check out the stream, guys. I'm streaming Tuesdays, Thursdays, and once on the weekend. Turn on the notifications to find out, and I hope to see you guys there. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next video.